And Manhyia South MP criticises Speaker for not giving fair hearing. Thank you for tuning into the GH Today News. My name is Acquah. Now, Manhyia South MP Nana Ajay Baffoewa has criticised the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, in his handling of the suspension of the 4 members of Parliament after last Thursday's vetting descended into chaos. Baffoewa believes that the Speaker should have given the MPs fair hearing before making his determination and suspending them, as he was not present at the time he spoke on GHOne television.
You don't correct a wrong with a wrong. You don't correct a wrong with a wrong. We are a constitutional democracy. The Constitution enjoins us to comply with the law and order. And so, if someone commits a wrong, right, we cannot say that simply because what the person did was wrong, right, we are also going to use wrong approach in dealing with it. We first must even identify who were involved in that situation. The Speaker wasn't there when the whole incident took place, was he?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't. So how did he arrive at even his choice of persons as being the culprits? How did he settle on them? It's a very fundamental question that we all need to
But the choice of the 4 MPs who were suspended by the Speaker, you are questioning the basis for which the Speaker settled on the 4. Because we're not the only 4 who were there.
It is very curious for the Speaker, who was not at the vetting, to come to the conclusion that these are the 4 persons that are responsible for what happened, right? Fundamentally, there should be fair hearing.
Right.
Secondly, because it was something that involved other people, right? You cannot handpick a select few and say that you are responsible. I think that it breaches the principle of fairness, right, on all fours. It breaches it, right? And that is why we are saying that even his approach lacks fairness.
Now, the management of Kolebu Teaching Hospital is refurbishing its cold room facilities to improve service delivery. As a result, the hospital will not accept brought-in dead cases during this period, except those that come from within the hospital. Now, the refurbishment is expected to take place over 6 weeks, and bereaved families with deceased relatives who have been in the mortuary for 3 to 6 weeks or longer are advised to make immediate arrangements for burial or transfer to alternative facilities. The hospital urges the public to take note of their directive. Now back to our earlier stories. The Minority Caucus in Parliament has launched a scathing attack on the clerk to the Appointments Committee, accusing her of exhibiting blatant partisanship in the ongoing ministerial vetting process. They argue that her conduct has undermined parliamentary neutrality and are demanding her immediate removal. At a press briefing yesterday on Monday, February 4, Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin reaffirmed the caucus unyielding stance, declaring that they will not be cowed into submission by the majority side. Now, in the wake of the incident, 4 MPs were slapped with suspensions, 3 of whom belong to the minority. The opposition caucus, however, is demanding that Speaker Bagbin rescind his decision.
Parliament is on edge following Speaker Bagbin's decision to suspend 4 members of Parliament in the wake of last Thursday's chaotic ministerial vetting. The disorder, which saw tables overturned, microphones smashed, and MPs nearly exchanging blows, brought proceedings to a dramatic halt, forcing the Speaker to take disciplinary action. However, the Minority Caucus, led by its leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin, has fiercely contested the decision.
We have come to a conclusion that Mr. Speaker grossly exceeded his jurisdiction and his mandate, and in the process arrogated powers that he does not have unto himself. We believe that though we disagree with Mr. Speaker, out of deference to him, we must still engage him, and we would engage him.
On the issue of the clerk of the Appointments Committee, Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin is calling on the Clerk of Parliament to ensure she is removed.
The clerk to the committee is a partisan clerk. She is not a neutral professional clerk. She's caused us a lot of discomfort. We've tolerated, accommodated her. At this point, it's getting out of hand. For now, we don't want the clerk on the appointment committee again. We, the minority, are calling on the clerk to Parliament to remove her from the appointment committee.
Describing the minority as a happy but mighty few, Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin insists the minority will not be intimidated by the majority.
This happy few will not allow itself to be intimidated. We will never surrender to any intimidation. All the issues that are being thrown at us are aimed at cowing us. None of it will work.
The minority emphasized the caucus's resilience, stating that their action are driven by national interests. Meanwhile, a 7-member committee set up by the Speaker to probe the incident has begun its work in earnest.
Now, a 7-member ad hoc committee set up by the Speaker of Parliament to investigate the chaos of the vetting last week has revealed plans to hold public hearings for MPs involved in the act. Now, the committee has 10 days to submit its findings and recommendations to Parliament. Addressing the media, Chairman of the committee and MP for Ho West, Emmanuel Kwesi-Bedra, noted that they have only been tasked to investigate the unfortunate incident and identify any MP responsible, adding that they do not seek to witch hunt.
To conduct a full-scale investigation into the event of Thursday, 30th January and the morning of 31st January. 2. Identify all members involved in the disorder and submit a report with findings and recommendations. To do this, the committee wishes to announce that we have decided to hold a public hearing of all the issues starting from Wednesday.
The Ho West MP also added the committee is engaging the Ghana Police Service to solicit the service of forensic experts to assist the authentication, analysis and validation of evidence that will be received from witnesses.
The committee has decided that we will solicit the service of a forensic expert from the Ghana Police Service to assist with the authentication and analysis and validation of any multimedia evidence that we receive from the witness.
Now, the Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Acquah, has underscored her commitment to enhancing sanitation across the region, aiming to eradicate the perennial problem of filth in the capital city. To achieve this, she plans to reintroduce sanitation awards to as incentives and also implement monthly mass cleanup exercises scheduled for the last Friday of every month. Now, according to Minister Acquah, her quest for improved security will be achieved through collaboration among all security agencies to adopt strategic mechanisms, to combat crime in all its forms, ultimately making the capital city the most peaceful place. The regional minister made these revelations during an engagement with the media at the Regional Coordinating Council on her first day at work, highlighting her priorities for effective governance in the region.
We will review and implement a comprehensive sanitation and waste policy in line with the NDC's Clean Up Ghana initiative to promote a healthier and cleaner environment. Waste segregation will be encouraged with support for garbage bins, bags, bins in public places and homes. The capacities of sanitation and waste management department in MMDAs will be strengthened to ensure efficiency. One of the key performance indicators for metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives will be their effectiveness in managing sanitation and waste. The reintroduction of the National Sanitation Day and the Cleanest City Award will promote a competitive and responsible approach to environmental sanitation. The provision and replacement of street lights will be intensified under my tenure to enhance visibility, reduce crime, and improve road safety, ensuring all efficient street light system will contribute to the region's overall security and economic development. I will ensure street enforcement and usage of footbridges in the region to enhance pedestrian safety and improve traffic flow.
And on to other stories, stakeholders in road safety have stressed the critical importance of enhancing the quality of driving instruction in the country to reduce road crashes. Speaking during the inauguration of executives of the Association Certified Driving Instructors of Ghana, Director of Driver Training, Testing and Licensing at the DVLA, Acquah Semevo, announced strategies of expanding the capacity and reach of certified driving instructors, empowering them to train drivers who will uphold safety standards on the roads.
With safety on roads being more important than ever, the inauguration ceremony emphasized the vital role of certified driving instructors play in shaping the future of Ghana's road safety.
In terms of driver instructor development, we should take that seriously as a nation, so that when those who teach our drivers in the country, their capacity is enhanced or developed, then they can also impart quality knowledge to reduce the carnage that we see on the road by day and by night.
Engaging journalists during the inauguration, the Director of Driver Training, Testing and Licensing at the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, Acquah Semevo, stressed the critical importance of enhancing the quality of driving instruction in the country. Acquah Semevo also highlighted that while Ghana has made significant strides in road safety over the years, there's still much to be done. One of the key strategies is expanding the capacity and reach of certified driving instructors, expanding them to train drivers who uphold safety standards on the road.
What we are currently discussing and will be discussing with the technical universities is to see how we can incorporate this into their engineering and social sciences programs, so that by the time people graduate from the universities, the technical universities especially, those who wish would have been trained and certified as driving instructors. Now, this gives you additional profession in addition to whatever skill you went there or whatever qualification you went there to acquire. And we are also hopeful that this is also another way of creating additional jobs.
The emphasis on qualified instructors is expected not to only improve road safety but also reduce the alarming rates of accidents in the country. The DVLA's and the association support for expanding instructor training will be a critical step in this effort.
Well, that's all we have for the GH Today news this morning. My name is Nanama Acquah. For more news updates, click on starfm.com.gh. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.